ability to taunt will come in handy at all in this match. So see, Apple has already stuck Jam in a position he doesn't want to be, which is in the air, generally. I would say Bowser absolutely can go ahead and smother Ike with lots of aerials, which out-cringe his aerials. We're already seeing Jam on the cheesy %. We're already seeing Apple being brought to the cheesy % as well. And the back throw to stick Apple in a stick situation isn't quite working there, but it goes ahead and secures Jam what he wants. Anyways. Ooh, the side B back to stage goes ahead and resets the situation there for Jam, which is absolutely what he wants to see. A nice throw there from Apple. See, Jam potentially could have gone back to ledge, gone straight back up to ledge, but that wouldn't have been quite too safe there in that situation. The up B doesn't. The up B goes ahead and baits Apple to the ledge, which is definitely a smart play there from Jam. I'm liking the mix-ups here and how Jam is essentially luring Apple to his demise for the first stock at least. But are we going to see it? Because Jam is still on the angry red %, and he is just about to get eliminated there. And the back throw there goes ahead and sticks Apple in yet again another dire situation there, being off stage and being Bowser and being and the throw goes the side B. Bowser goes ahead and secures the stock as it would do. Then again, Jam is still one stock ahead, and we're potentially going to see the set win there from Jam, because Apple needs to go ahead and run back 2 whole stocks, which is quite hefty. Awesome, we like to see it, so the up B goes ahead and does its work, chipping Apple up to a cheesy % again. Oh, and the up B goes ahead and secures the spike, killing Apple and giving Jam game 1. And I'm sure they love hearing the pop-off there. Or not, hey, you know, why am I here? You just tune out and watch the game, and you just say what's happening. And we're already seeing a good bit of sword edging there from Jam. A fantastic edge master he is indeed. Oh, and the neutral B spike doesn't quite hit there, unfortunately. We could have seen a 2-frame there, but, you know, it didn't happen, unfortunately. Even though Apple is very much on the orange %. And oh, perfect. Nice little conversion there from Apple. Regaining him advantage, which is good to see. We like to see it. We like to see it. The Ether goes ahead and secures him, Jam, back into advantage again. You know, I'm kind of interested to this stage pick, because both of these characters here do have very good aerials, and, you know, it does seem, I don't see a reason why they would want to ban Battlefield, aside from the reason of, oh yeah, you know, like, we're going to just see whose neutral game is better. But both of these players have a very aerial neutral, if that makes sense. So having the platforms for both of them would be good, and it generally makes a more hype match for, well, me to commentate and you guys to watch. Oh, and we could have seen a spike there, but Apple isn't quite high enough there to experience the ultimate trip to the death zone. See, we are seeing some definite take your time gameplay, which is good. I think essentially in this matchup it is very easy to rush and kind of just Ganondorf it through. But with the right amount of edging and with the right amount of mix-up, generally speaking, those aspects of the matchup, you know, is why these tend to not go into timeout. And these aren't snooze matches. Apple gets another stock chipped away. Jam still being on kill % though, if Bowser catches him in anything. We're seeing a good little mix-up there from Jam. We're seeing some good aerials there. Apple goes ahead for an up smash. Doesn't quite hit there. Jam shielding it. Jam goes ahead and converts that into an up B and just about misses the counter there on Apple. Apple is going to try and get himself off of these platforms because he's less than ideal of being where he is right now. Being underneath Ike with his big sword that can go ahead and outzone him, which isn't fantastic. So the shield goes... Oh wow, very good shield grab there from Apple there. See, Jam goes ahead and resecures himself center stage, which is absolutely what we want to see. Apple goes ahead... Oh, and he could have very much been punished for that, but Jam finds another way to punish it and takes the game anyways. Which is essentially... I'm going to pinch myself for saying it again. Ow. What we like to see. Is looking very locked in. He knows he needs to lock this in. Because if he doesn't make the run back for the 3 stocks, or for the 3 games, then, you know, Jam could essentially take this into resets. Which we all know and love. Side B doesn't quite hit. The up B goes ahead and catches Apple's landing. You know what, things are looking a little bit dire. But in cases, you know, Apple can very much, you know, as the saying goes, we take these. You know, these first 2 games ain't nothing. Anything can happen. Especially knowing Apple, because he's gone ahead and placed really high up in lots of these high-profile tournaments. And he is known for making the run back. We've seen it happen, folks. We have numbers, we have figures, we have evidence. We can see this. But it's an interesting pick that they chose Yoshi's, because Yoshi's, you know, could essentially be quite disadvantageous for both of these characters. But in this specific matchup, I would say that it is pretty good, because, well, for one, it has stages. Allows both of these characters to incorporate the aerial game. Number 2, it has kinky ledges. You know, kinky as in, you know, has sides which are abnormal, which both of them can abuse their very good fairs for. Or not fair, very good F-tilts. You know, and very good zoning tools to exploit. So generally speaking, this stage seems like a fairly, you know, on paper. Well, on paper it's not good, but in practice, I would say this stage is very good for both of these characters. Weirdly enough, and not many people actually go to Yoshi's. And it's good to see. And what a fantastic F-smash there from Apple, catching Jam just a bit short off the ledge, killing him. But see, Apple is really, really locked in. As we can see, he's, even though, like, you know, he just lost his stock, he was very much 2 stocks ahead of Jam in that case. And, you know, when people start to win, they tend to lock out. And we've seen that many, many times. In this case, not so much. See, we're seeing some lovely aerial game from Jam. Apple naturally does not want to be in that position where he can go ahead and get the back end of Jam's aerials. Oh, and what a fantastic neutral B there. And he goes ahead and gimps Jam out of it with the fire. Taking Jam, dragging Jam through the fire and the flames here. We are seeing Apple take the game 3 victory. Are we potentially going to see the Apple run back that we're all waiting for, chat? See, both of these guys look very locked in. They know, like, you know, the tournament is basically resting on this. You know, all of those Ganon Dittos can't go to waste, can they? Well, actually, nah. Ganon Dittos never go to waste. Okay, we already have 1 chant for Apple. TNG sends his regards. Happy Pog Day. The Big Chungus sends his regards. Up the... Yeah, I'm not going to say that on stream. Because I know Elliot would definitely censor that. And we're already seeing a stock being whipped off of Jam there. Apple is already in actually no, he's able to get himself out of that. And comes in with the Bowser side B, doing its work. The shield can't just about block that. Jam seems to be going for the 2-frame, and the F-smash goes ahead and whips Apple's stock away. Taking it away. You see, chat, these guys need your hype. If you don't go ahead and react to this, then how the heck are they going to win this? They need your support. But essentially, if we are going to see any miracles, it will be one that will need to come out. Much like these amazing aerials that Jam is doing at the moment to try and juggle Apple. But both of these guys are on equal percentage here. This is how we can see that definitely stuff is getting real. The back air goes ahead and sticks Apple off the stage. Oh, and the Apple comes in with the Bowser down air. Securing the spike for that. Still, Apple is still very much on kill percent. If he's caught in anything, he's basically, you know, back to square one against Jam. But I suppose that is never the case in this. He goes for the cheeky spike there, and oh, he goes ahead and pays in his blood, and Jam is able to secure the grand final, bringing it to an amazing 3-1 victory to Jam. So Jam has gone ahead and taken this now to resets now. So we are now moving into the reset. Let me boom, boom, submit. Cool, so we're going off to the resets on a fairly reassuring start. It seems like Apple has gone ahead and just about, he could have potentially locked it out in this case. But he was doing very, very well in the last couple of games. So we could potentially see Apple going ahead and saying, nah, I'd win. Or Jam saying, nah, I'd win. And proceeding to stick Apple in a jar. And keeping him in his cupboard. And see, Jam is all like, nah, you ain't hit me there. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and use my my downplayed recovery to go ahead and secure you. And the spike goes ahead and secures the kill there. Very nice edging off the edge there from Jam, which is good. We like to see it. We like to see it. I have no idea why the heck previously I said, oh well, doesn't matter. Okay, so we're already seeing a good bit of aerial control there from Jam, keeping Apple from having any ground by keeping him in the air. Because Bowser does have pretty good aerial get-off-me's on the whole. So I can imagine this can't be too much of an issue for Apple. Back air goes ahead, sends Apple off the stage once again. We could potentially see another spike situation here from Jam. Oh, an amazing back air sending Apple flying straight off the stage. Oh, and he gets killed once again by the 2-frame, which is... And the side B gets punished with the F smash. The only reason why Ike mains claim that the side B is so bad. But I can assure that if I'm wrong, then Jam is hearing this, will probably be seething right now hearing this. But we'll find that out after bracket. A good little tilt there into up B, which is good. We like to see it. Oh, and Jam goes ahead and secures the game. With the up B going ahead and tickling Apple off the stage there with the big sword.
3, 2, 1, go!
And of course, when I'm talking about edging, I'm not talking about the other kind of edging, the one that might get Elliot banned. I'm talking about the edging in terms of edge guarding, in terms of the tech name for it. The up smash doesn't go ahead and secure Apple what he wants. Apple 40 just about was able to land there, but Jam was all like, nah, and hit him up. Alright gamers, so we are back. I have gone ahead and acquired some Coke because I only run best when I'm full of Coke. Coca-Cola. Of course, as a student I do not have the money to acquire such substances. And I will not endorse that either because I understand this is a family-friendly stream. And we do not endorse such things. So anyways, we could potentially see the death of Apple here on 156, a red percent here. See, Apple in this case is very, very locked in. Oh, and the up B goes ahead and doesn't quite get the kill. I'm very surprised it didn't kill. We could have seen a very flashy play finish there from Apple. Oh, we could have seen potentially a punish there, and we do. We go ahead and see Bowser running back yet another stock. You know, we could, you know, I think, me personally, I believe in Apple. I believe... You know, but unfortunately I spoke too soon and Apple goes ahead and gets eliminated. But that was a fantastic effort there from Apple there. We could have very much seen the run back.
3, 2, 1, go!
Already going with the approach letting Jam run to him. One thing I can definitely notice about Jam is he plays Ike very aggressively. And naturally speaking, Apple adopting a more conservative playstyle would definitely be a very good way to counter this, which is pretty good. Oh, okay, you're playing melee and watching. Okay, that's cool. We're playing arguably the better game, but then again, I just cannot stand melee. Me personally, I cannot stand melee's input system because you know everything has to be so exact. And it's annoying. And your average, you know, Smash player will be like, oh my god, it's because you suck at it. It's like, but more like, you know, the buffer system has its perks because you're not being given RSI just from, you know, doing your favorite combo. Or your combo, you know, if you don't hit the exact button at the exact right time, your combo doesn't happen. You know, from a software development point of view as well, generally speaking for accessibility, and generally making the experience a bit more seamless is pretty good. Because, you know, one thing you gotta know about, you know, one thing I have learned about, you know, seeing software being developed and seeing documentaries on it is, you know, everything needs to be made with the user base in mind and making stuff easier. So making the cool stuff that you want to do, you know, not on autopilot, but making it so you can do stuff easier, you can access things easier. You know, users know that their input is being inputted correctly is absolutely will make pretty good software. Whole. Which is why loads of games do have buffer systems. Well, if not all fighting games now have buffer systems. Seeing a good little bit of juggling there from Jam. It's interesting that they decided to pick Battlefield again. Considering arguably Jam would have a better time juggling on this stage. Then again, you know, as in Apple's words, he did want to kind of run it back on this. And the grab goes ahead and just about sends Bowser off the stage. A beautiful sight to see for Jam. And the up B goes ahead, puts in work, sending Apple flying off the stage. Which is fantastic for Jam. But in order for Apple to be securely secured in the Jam, he needs to actually, you know, get stocked him. And Apple goes ahead and just about does that. Then again, he is still on the angry red percent. And he's eliminated very promptly. We're going to see whether or not Apple is able to hold his weight in this, because essentially he has been enduring this match that has gone on for at least 7 rounds so far. And from what I'm seeing, you know, Apple is able to withstand his endurance, and, you know, same as Jam as well. Jam's endurance is being tested as well. But once again, these are both very players that have played in a lot of brackets and have been to a lot of locals. Jam definitely coming from, I mean, he's a regular at Tea Time. I've seen him there a lot myself. And Apple, of course, being a regular at the ESC. They're both very used to this environment where, you know, they'd be in, you know, high-level matches where they would need to go ahead and test their endurance. Seems Jam is having a very good time there juggling Apple, giving Bowser's fairly hefty weight. He can technically be juggled a lot. And the back air goes ahead and secures Jam the tournament, winning him the match. So Apple has unfortunately been sealed away in the jar, and he will be away on the shelf until the next ESC.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, I may have gone ahead and misread wrong, so apparently that was the 2-1 run back. So we're going to see another match. I kind of went ahead and announced it way too soon, but my apologies. I've probably made worse mistakes on the stream. Well, I have. We're seeing a nice little bit of mix up there. Apple is testing center stage. See, Apple is moving over to the ledge, just about holding it. He's now holding center, but Jam goes ahead and tosses him off. And we're seeing some good exchanges there from Apple and Jam. So Jam goes ahead and recovers with the up B. Probably one of Ike's best recovery moves, arguably. It's probably because I'm not wearing it correctly, because it's annoying, because with this microphone, it's alright. But if I put it, I can't just like neck holster it. Because typically whenever I'm casting at my home local, on my SteelSeries Arctis, I would have it around my neck. So I could just have it up so I can hear my surroundings better, and so I have a bit more of an awareness of how loud I'm being. I've seen that one do it before. Yeah, because that's the thing, I actually have to wear this like a headset, and, you know, because I can't hear any other input from this, it feels like, well, I'm basically just wearing earmuffs to hear myself speak, and that is not good, because I tend to, when I hear myself speak, I tend to speak louder, and that may not be too good for the competitors, because they can kind of just hear me yapping away, but then again, you know, it's even worse at Comstock Kent, because at Comstock Kent we have the setup like, well actually now, roughly the same distance, but you can still hear the commentators yapping away. I'm sure, of course, it's nothing they're not used to. Especially since I have done Yapperoni and Cheese with Jam before on stream. I'm talking about casting, for those of you who aren't in the know. And the side B grab goes ahead and just about works it. And Apple is keeping a very dominant stance on the stage there, throwing Jam off like a used jar. But unfortunately, Apple is going to have to secure another 2 stocks off of Jam to be able to see the victory for this round. See, Apple is playing very, very defensively. We're seeing a good little mix up there. He's now off stage. Could this hit? Nope, this doesn't quite hit or kill. See, Jam is ensuring that the ledge is not taken from him, but much like people's dreams, they very often don't prevail. And of course, didn't quite come through. The up B just about misses, gets punished by the grab and thrown off though. Apple is stuck back once again off the stage, and Jam goes ahead and secures the game and the tournament. And now I can say, once again, I hate to repeat myself, but I guess I will. Maybe if Elliot's watching this, he can splice it, he can put what I said last game at the end instead.